Hello, everyone, and welcome to You're the Best podcast. My name is Gina, and I'm the host of You're the Best. Thank you so much for tuning in to our very first episode. I am so excited to finally complete the idea of this project and get it going. So thank you so much for tuning in. A little bit about myself. I am a wife, a mother, a daughter, a friend. I am your everyday average person. I am also a healthcare worker now and fully vaccinated. That's a new title everybody gets. So that's my new title. Very first episode. So excited. And one of my best friends is here as my first special guest. She's a great person all around. I laugh so much with her about anything and everything. So welcome, Molly.
Thank you. I wish that you said, I'm every woman.
You are.
No, when you were introducing yourself, when you were saying that you were a mother, and I was expecting you to say, I'm every woman.
I mean, yeah, but
it's fine. I just felt like an opportunity, but it's fine. I liked what you said.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So I want to start every show off with a gratitude section.
I love that.
So is there something that you're grateful for today or in general?
Today I am grateful for finding my good mood again. Like finding like my happiness again.
That's something great.
Yeah, because I was on a downward spiral for about 3 straight months. And I just kind of had a rock bottom moment this week. And I went, you know what? I'm just going to say no. No more.
No more shitty
I didn't want to I was going to curse. I didn't know if I could curse.
You could totally curse.
All right, then I said, fuck it. Fuck that. I am going to live my life.
Good for you.
And so I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm going to pretend like I have all the money in the world. I'm going to pretend like I am rich and famous and happy. I don't know why famous, but why not?
Just throw it in there.
And so I did that, and it has improved my days and better opportunities. And so that is what I am grateful for.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. And I love that gratitude. That's so great.
Thanks. I just figured,
I love it.
Times are tough lately.
Yeah.
Not everyone's happy anymore for the last year. So
why? Did something happen?
I don't. Maybe.
You've been trapped in your house for a whole year.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm just grateful to get this up and running. I know it's a little cheesy for today and in general.
No,
but
I love it. I love it. It looks great. I love the cacti.
You. They're a major part of this. These were
It's
actually a gift to my daughter from her godmother, but I figured, she's not
one.
using them right now. She's 1.5. Yeah. I don't think she needs fake cacti around, so I'll borrow those from her. Yeah.
It's a good vibe.
Yeah. So I'm really happy that you found your good mood. Congrats.
Thank you.
I'm trying to keep my good mood, but it's really hard with a 1.5-year-old running around. So.
I imagine.
So actually, you're a new mom. So I don't know what you're talking about. You know what it's like.
I feel like it's offensive to real moms to be like, oh, my son. Oh, my son. And my neighbors probably think I'm crazy because I'm like, come see mama.
Oh, my God.
And he comes running out. I mean, they don't see him come running out.
They've never seen a child.
They don't see a child. They don't see. I mean, they probably think I'm like abusive because I'm like, sometimes I'm like, damn it, Jack, you just scratched me. And they're like, so I probably
if they have kids, they're like, no, this is normal.
Like,
this is normal.
Bless you, Phil.
I get it.
We didn't even see you be pregnant, and you just have a kid. It's so weird. But yeah, no. Thursday was a month that I had after a month that I adopted him, and he's precious.
Look at this little bean. Look at that stomach.
I actually just said today, he is the first cat that I've seen the stomach, like he lies more on his back than he does anything else. Like I don't
blame him. He's showing it off. If I had a nice stomach, I'd be showing that off all the time. But I had a baby, so never going back.
He can't have babies because he's a boy, but also
good for him.
Got snipped.
So he'll always have a nice stomach.
He's from hopefully. I mean, if he keeps running around the way that he does. But he's from West Virginia. The streets of West Virginia. So he's more hood than I'll ever be. He's super snuggly.
Look at that snuggly little babe.
He loves, when he's like ready, he just wants to snuggle and purr and love on you. And when not, he's an asshole and he just wants to scratch the shit out of you. I've got more scratches and bite marks on my body. I look like I enjoy
Cutting
weird.
yourself.
Yeah, it looks like,
With
but like
rusty
everywhere.
safety pins.
No. Yes. So, yeah, he's sweet and he's cuddly, but he can be a real dick. But I mean, I love him. I love him so much.
That's
I call
pretty
him
much
Bug,
any kid. That's
love Bug. But yeah, that's Jack Jack.
so
Freaking
cute. Well, congrats.
Thanks. And
Sorry I didn't have a shower for you.
fine. It only took like a whole month to get him.
I know.
So it's not like you didn't know, but
And
whatever.
you have to look for a while. It's like so hard to get cats now, or
It's-
to
well-
adopt any pet in general.
well, COVID. That's all anybody wanted to do. So there's like shelters have shortages, but also it's not like cat season. So
It's true.
like, or kitten season, I should say, because it's cold out. So like, it was like a month-long journey to find him. Then when I finally found him, he had like all sorts of weird crap wrong with him because he was from the streets.
Of course.
And so after a month of being promised him, I finally got him. And that was exactly a month ago on Thursday.
Well, congrats.
Thanks. He's really great.
He is. He's super cute. And you also have a new apartment, which is
I do.
nice.
I have
new
a
apartment, new cat, new life.
Yeah. New mental breakdowns. No. Yes. New apartment, which is weird to live in a building for me because I've lived in a house my
Yeah.
whole life. I guess I just never thought I'd live in a building. I don't know. It's weird. I don't dislike it. I love the building. I love the people. I've got a 24-hour doorman. It's
Yeah.
super safe.
You
I've
do
got
have
a
one of the better
balcony.
apartment buildings.
I
That's
have
for
a great neighborhood. I mean, I live a block away from a whole bunch of mansions and really nice places to walk, and it's great, and I love it. I just don't love being alone. So
You're not anymore.
no,
You're
I'm
never going to
not.
be alone for the next 17 to 20 years.
You're right. So, as weird as this will sound, we were lying in bed last night, and I was petting him, and I was like, "This is gonna be the next 15 to 20 years of my life."
This
and
is
like,
it.
I'm not even mad about it. So it's good. It's better than being alone and like waking up and hearing like somebody. I wake up in the middle of the night hearing somebody in another condo drop something, and I'm like, "Oh, mom. Oh wait.
Oh, that's not my mom.
Oh, I miss my mom." But you know.
Also, I can't tell them to shut the fuck up. So.
No, you can't. Plus, I think it's my neighbor, and I think he's a drunk, so like he's constantly falling over. So like, I don't think I should say anything.
No.
Just stay out of it.
No.
It's
better
probably
off.
his McDonald's bag.
You know what? It's his
Drunk.
McDonald's bag.
Makes sense.
God damn it. And you know he's not picking that up.
Oh God, no.
No.
He doesn't even wear a mask down the hallway. There's no way he's picking up
He
McDonald's.
doesn't care.
No.
He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about himself.
No, he doesn't care about it. He cares about the 30 packs of Coors that he drinks multiple times per week.
Listen, we all have our priorities.
And his is drinking the Coors and then making me listen to him throw up all night. Good times.
What a nice guy. You
Really?
should invite him over for a drink.
And my
one night.
aunt warned me. My aunt was like, "Don't talk to that man. He's a terrible man." And I'm like, "Oh, come on. Like, you're just being you, and that's rude." And then I saw him one day, and I was like,
You look like a terrible
"You
man.
look like a terrible man." And like, in our you can't. The whole entire condo is soundproof. It's fantastic. I don't hear anybody. I got home yesterday, and the kid across the hallway is at the top of his lungs, not only blasting but also screaming "Fall Out Boy."
Oh my
And
God.
I just wanted to like knock on the door and be like, "Are we best friends?" Because I think we're best friends. I think he's in
Fall Out
college.
Boy. I mean, not many people like listen
Yeah.
to that anymore
Like,
in general.
Old school, but I think he goes to Sacred Heart. I think he's in college. I mean,
It's
he
right down the
looks younger.
street.
Yeah, there's a lot of shoe kids in the building. But I was like, oh my gosh. So like I can't. But as soon as the door shuts, didn't hear him singing. You know, we're going down, early around anymore.
What a
So,
bummer.
but in the bathroom, you can hear everything. So
How
like,
weird.
if I'm in my bathroom and he's in his bathroom puking, like if I get up at 3 a.m. to pee, because I do regularly, all I hear is, and I'm like, dude, like every day, do you have a medical problem? Like, I wonder if he does. And like,
Ugh.
should I call somebody?
Maybe he's bulimic on top of that.
Well, he's a very large man, so I don't imagine that he is. And if he is, he's not doing it right.
He's not doing it.
I just like,
He's waiting too long to throw up. He thinks that just once a day
he's
is.
digesting it and then trying to puke. It doesn't work that way. I'm like convinced, and this is awful, and I'm probably going to go to hell for saying it, but I'm convinced I'm just going to start smelling something weird and he's going to be dead in his condo because
Horrible.
I've never seen a human being drink that much and throw up that much
Ew.
and like live. I mean, not that I've seen anybody die before, but like that's an intense lifestyle. And he never leaves. So I don't think he works because he's older.
I mean, how could he work if he's drinking all that?
I don't know. I don't know how he functions. I don't think that he does. And every once in a while, this is very strange,
Oh my God.
but through the bathroom, I can hear a dog barking, but only like once a month. Like I hear like a yip,
How
yip, yip,
weird.
yip,
So
yip.
he has a dog. You know he
I
has
don't
to have a
know.
dog. Or have his TV on to
Or
a
like
dog
somebody comes
channel.
over to see him and brings a dog.
Oh, that's realistic.
I'm not sure, but it's weird because this is like only every once in a while. I'm like,
How
are you
weird.
hiding a dog? Like you don't have to hide the dog. I don't like.
I'm not hiding my cat. I mean, I know
No.
there's no animals allowed in here, but like, why hide anything?
I mean, not anymore, but whatever.
Whatever.
There's like 700 dogs that live in the building. Nobody's gonna. And the maintenance guy came in and was like, "You have the cutest little kitty I've ever seen."
You're
and
good.
I'm like, so nobody cares.
You're
so
good. Nobody cares.
shut up
Nobody
about
cares.
no pets.
Nobody cares. Well, I love your new place. I
Thank
love
you.
it for you. I love that you have the balcony.
The balcony is the best, and I
Ugh.
can't wait until it gets warmer out. I'm probably gonna screen it in so Jack can come outside with me.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna do like I've seen people in the city do what are the Tupperware gardens where you get like a 5-gallon Tupperware.
Oh yeah.
And you put dirt in it and you put it out on your balcony and you like, so I'm going to grow like a couple of vegetables for
That's
myself and like put flowers out there and just like make it, I'm going to put string lights up. So it's like really
Gotta
pretty.
have the lights.
Right. And I'm pretty sure I'm close enough to the harbor that when the fireworks go off for 4th of July, I'll probably be able to see them.
Maybe.
Because for New Year's Eve, somebody was shooting off a whole bunch of fireworks down, like legit fireworks. And I watched them for like 15
that's
minutes.
cool.
And I could see them perfectly clearly. So it was awesome.
That's great.
So I feel like I've got like a front row ticket to like a whole bunch of fireworks. So it's great.
That's great.
You know, you're one of the few people that come and see me, but it is what it
COVID's
is.
ruined all of us.
It really did.
I mean, at this point, it's just normal to be home all the time. It's normal to not go out and socialize.
Right.
It's normal to do a lot of things that we made fun of people for doing before.
I mean, that was my life before this. I would like watch my cousin when she lived with us. I would watch her get ready to go out
Right.
in my pajamas. And I'd be like, have fun. I'm in bed already. And she would leave. So this was already but like now that it is like commanded that it is my life, I'm like, this is not fair.
This is not fair.
Even though I would choose this,
I don't want to be told what to do.
you don't tell me what to do.
No.
So it's a weird mind fuck because I'm like, I do just want to sit at home all night and watch the Great British Baking Show on Netflix with Jack and like watch and watch them eat cake and want cake.
And then up making a really weird cake.
And then, yeah.
And then
do
realize you
that.
don't have frosting and then just eat just the cake.
I actually always have frosting because I dip
Oh.
Petty Grahams in it.
Ooh, old school
like-
Dunkaroos.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So I don't know if you've ever had these. They're called social tea. It's like a tea biscuit. So
Okay.
it's like not a cookie and it's not a cracker,
Okay.
but they have chocolate hummus now. So
I've seen the chocolate
I
hummus.
dunk the tea biscuits in the chocolate hummus and it tastes just like Dunkaroos, like the chocolate ones.
Oh, the chocolate ones were my favorite.
I
I'm mad
know.
that they only brought back the funfetti ones because they were
I
just
know.
never my favorite to begin with. And they brought them back and they were just kind of not the same.
Nothing is the same. There was
won't
so
ever
much
be the same.
sugar. There was so much unhealthy stuff.
I thought you were going to
In
say
all-
onions.
Much onions in it.
What Dunkaroos were you eating? If there were onions in them, your mom lied to you. Got tricked.
These are Dunkaroos.
Eat these onions.
I don't eat them, but you can.
They're so good. All your friends are eating them. That's what you brought to the
That's
lunch.
it.
Period.
And you did say that you also wrote a book.
I did write a
So-
book. I wrote a book about
Had that hat on.
had
too.
that hat on. I mean, golly, and you know, with the music on Main Apparel, which is the company name. I don't even think we mentioned it.
Oh
Music
yeah,
on Main Apparel.
Music on Main Apparel. Check it out online.
MusicOnMainApparel.com.
Link will be below.
With Music on Main, I mean, I do everything myself. I make the designs. I Photoshop everything. I do all the ordering. I do all the actual physical screen printing. I do all of the photo shoots for everything. I edit all of those. I run the website. I mean, I am everything.
That's a lot.
So that's about 17 hats to wear in one
Yeah.
company.
I thought setting all this up was a lot. I don't think so anymore.
I mean, this is still a lot. This is a lot. I mean, you know, you can't compare,
I know.
businesses. But it takes up a lot of my time. Plus, like, running social media, I'm so bad at social media and I hate it. And I know I shouldn't hate it, but I do.
That's why people get paid to do that.
I know.
That's why people go to school for that type of stuff.
That's why, like, I need to be
It's
rich.
like important.
It's so important.
It's super important nowadays.
It's so important to get followers and turn followers into buyers, and that's an uphill battle for me because I'm not consistent enough. So if anybody knows how to be more consistent, give me a holla, because I am awful at it. Or if anybody wants to do it for me for free, give me a shout. So
me too.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
it's hard.
It really is, and it's also like we're not salespeople either.
No,
like I am not. Like I've worked in sales job. I've worked at commercial banks, and I have always absolutely hated that aspect of working in those environments, because it's like, why would I try to sell you something that you don't need or want or will benefit from?
Right.
Like I mean,
you'll definitely need, want, and benefit from these shirts.
It definitely 100%. But I also don't want to shove them down your throat, and I also don't want to force you to listen to me if you can't stand me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that type of thing. So it's hard because you have your moral side of your brain, like, okay, well, don't do this, and then the other side of your brain's like, nope, I need everyone to know about me. I need everyone to buy this.
Yeah, I think it's the shameless people that are the successors.
Seriously,
they're the ones that are like, yeah, we're rocking it, because they are just
absolutely
banging it out on social media. And I'm also like, sounds awful, but I'm also not one of those girls that's like, hey guys, just wanted to pop on here real quick and say hey. I hate when people say I just want to pop on here real quick.
I know. I see me doing this in the future, and I already hate myself for doing it.
Why do you say I just wanted to pop on here real quick? You're there. Like, we see you.
Just say hi. Hey, guys.
Yeah. Like, I'll start my stories with, hey, guys, how's it going? Happy Monday, or whatever day it is. I don't usually know. But, like, I'm not one of those, hey, guys.
Wear some really low-cut shirts.
Just lots of makeup.
Lots of
hair
makeup.
always done. I'm like, my hair's in a bun, messed up. I'm lying on my couch in, like, my ripped-up hoodie from, like, 6th grade.
Yes.
And I'm like, what's up, guys? I am tired as shit. Go buy my stuff, please. And love me. And
love me.
I can't be that girl that's like, hey guys, just want to pop on here real quick to tell you, just got my Starbies. Love my iced coffee. Who's with me? Send me a little, like, yes, I love Starbucks if you're in it. Like, okay.
Tell me your favorite drink.
Anyway, I just wanted to tell you, like, if you haven't heard it today yet, like, you are loved. And I love you.
I might say that one day, though. I might say that.
But, like, they say it
I
so
know.
ironically.
I know.
It's just, I can't. I
know. And then at the end, they're like, also, don't forget to check my link in my bio.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen, like, we're doing a sale right now. Check out my Etsy store. And, like, we've got, like, 733 new designs up. I just put them up last night.
Don't forget to use my code.
My coupon code StarbyLove. Okay, love you guys so much. Also, I'm going to put up 17 different polls in the next 47 slides. So could you take them? Thanks.
Also, here's my OnlyFans account. Thanks, bye.
Yeah, I can't.
That's how I feel about girls right now.
And I feel bad because I'm not somebody that wants to hate on. I don't want to hate on anybody else's success. Right. If you are successful, I want to just encourage you.
For sure.
And that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Male, female, like, I don't care what you are.
For sure.
That's the kind of person I want to be. But I can't fathom in my brain, how are these people successful when I'm doing the same thing, except I am not one of those super pretty made up girls who's like, oh my God, guys.
It would be easier, though, unfortunately.
I mean, I feel like I should just take a week and, like, do that and see what happens.
You should.
But
why not?
Like, scared,
I'd love to see those pictures.
But, like,
I've never seen a fully made up Molly.
I'm scared of what kind of followers I'm going to get. Like, that makes me nervous.
That's a little creepy.
That makes me nervous.
Listen, I wish I had no morals. I would be a stripper. I would be on OnlyFans, like, and all of my bills would be paid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have this basement studio. I also thought
I love it.
This bootio, if you want to call it a bootio.
Also, it sounds like a little buddy, which would be along with
I would have
strippers.
a real one. You know what I mean?
No, but this is
maybe
legit.
I wouldn't even need a podcast. Maybe I'd just be like, no, I'm too busy traveling. You know, I wish I didn't have morals. So good for you. Good for all of you.
It's just, you know, that's why I go by Molly Bryce. When I was doing the singer-songwriter thing, I had a guy who he wasn't stalking me, but he would show up at my shows in certain towns, and one day, one of Allie's friends came to see me play. And this dude, he had the same thing that he would start in the back. He would sit in the back and he would slowly move his chair like
creepy,
closer and closer until he was basically sitting in however closely he could be sitting to me.
Ew.
And so Allie's friend walked over and was like, yo, stay away from that dude. And I was like, what? And she's like, have you seen him before? And I said, well, yeah, I've seen him. He's come to a couple of the gigs around here and, around town and whatnot. And she said he was fired from the high school for inappropriate contact with some of the girls. Like he was trying to unwelcomed too. It wasn't like the girls were like, oh my God, you're like, he was not an attractive teacher.
And he's still going and he's still trying. Yeah. How gross is
that? So at that night, Allie and I decided like I can't go by my real name anymore. So I started going by Molly Bryce because it was just safer. It was safer for me. So that's why professionally I am Molly Bryce now and so like I don't want to go back into that like, hey guys, and then getting these guys being like, hey sweetie.
Yeah, no.
Like I got a couple of DMs of like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, and I'm like I wish that there was like a Mace button you could push on Insta to be like, fuck off.
Just comes out of your phone.
Yeah, it just like spits on you.
Eventually, we'll get there, Mal.
One day.
I want smell-o-vision first. I want smell-o-vision and taste-o-vision before Mace-o-vision.
Yes. Taste-o-vision. Do you have to lick?
For Food Channel.
Do you have to lick the TV? Or does it like come out?
I want options. Maybe I want different textures to lick. Maybe, I don't know. There's like a contraption that comes out.
I was going to say, maybe it like can print out like a paper. Like you can print on like a special sheet.
Just like pops out of the bottom.
Oh, all right. I'm into that.
Hey, whatever.
Dreams. We can all have them.
We can all have them.
Yeah.
We can all have them.
Yeah.
Well,
we were talking about the book.
We were talking about the book, yes. So anyways, your book.
My book.
What's your book called?
The book is called The Hot Mess's Guide to Getting Your Anxiety and Depression in Check. I think that was about 2 years ago I put it out. It's on Amazon. And I have dealt with anxiety and depression for the last 20 years. Again. And I just got to a point where I was tired of being tired and being anxious and sad, and I was like, there has to be a different way, because I tried therapy, I tried more conventional ways of dealing with it, and just nothing ever really helped. And I actually, in a discussion with one of my aunts who's like super into like healing yourself and like the universe and all this stuff, made a suggestion that I get this book called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And my mom was like, I have that book. And I was like, cool. So that night I went home. It just was like, it was supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that night I went home and my mom was like, here it is. And she gave it to me and I sat down and I started reading it. And I mean, I'm not one of those, I don't read. I'm dyslexic. So like I basically just never read. I'm lucky that the shirts come out correctly. Like for real. I have to like 10 people like look at it like, does this right? Is this look
looks
right?
Right.
So I don't read. So I'm not a person to be like, this book was life-changing. But like this book legitimately changed my life like forever. Like I am a completely different person for reading. I mean, a better person for reading it.
That's great.
So in reading her book and kind of, doing, there's it's kind of like a workbook. So there's like exercises in it that you can do and things that you can do in order to kind of like get different results in your life, have a more positive life and a better life for yourself. And, I kind of started doing those things, but I sort of like molded it into, what it would be for my anxiety and my depression and stuff. And I kind of came up with this sort of these steps of like what will work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And if it'll work for me, maybe it'll work for other people.
For sure.
So I sat down and I wrote a very short, I mean, I wanted it to be a tiny book. I think it's like 80 pages.
It is a quick read, but it's a nice quick read. It's uplifting.
My thought was, for me, like, not only because I don't read, but when I am at my absolute height of anxiety and I know that I've gotten to like my absolute tipping point and I'm like, okay, I have to do something about this. The last thing I can fathom doing is sitting down and reading a 700 or even 300 page book to be like, let me figure it out. Yeah. And so I wanted something that was just going to be quick, give it to me, let me see it, give it. And so this was the simple solution. It was 10 chapters, 10 tiny little explanations, and then exercises. There are things that I did that I did over the course of, 6 or 7 months that I got myself right again. Because I was basically never leaving the house. I was anxiety attacks all the time. I was depressed beyond anything I had ever been. And I was just kind of like lost in my life. And I was like, there's nothing. There's nothing for me.
Yeah.
And so hitting that rock bottom kind of, there's only up now. So
there's only one way to go.
Right. And that's kind of like a freeing thing. So the whole thing was Louise Hay's thing, which kind of changed everything, was it's just a thought and you can change that. And so if you can change a thought, then you can change the outcome of whatever that thought's energy will be.
For sure.
And so the idea of I can change this thought right now gives you like all of this power. So like,
absolutely,
I'm feeling anxious and I don't want to think anxious. So let me just change that one. I have anxiety right now. I'm just going to change that to I'm learning to feel better, or I'm trying to relax. Not going from I'm super anxious to I feel amazing.
Yeah.
You can't make that leap.
No.
And her whole thing is that everything comes down to self-love. If you love yourself, everything is open for you. And if you don't, then you have all of these like negative, bad things. And sometimes you just got to like dig deep until you realize that like, oh, everything really does lead back to, well, this is like this because of this, because of this, because of this. And because this happened, I don't care about myself as much as I should.
Because I don't care. Because I don't care. I can't care about anything else.
Right. So, she had this whole exercise of look in the mirror and can you say to yourself while looking in your own eyes, I love you. And the first time I tried it, I cried because I couldn't do it.
Aww.
I could not look at myself and say, I loved you. I didn't feel it. And so I was like, what the hell? And so her thing was the next step is, can you say, I like you? And so I looked at myself and I went, hi. Nope. Couldn't do that.
Man.
So then you backtrack again. Can you say, I am learning to like you? And I could do that. I could say, I am learning to like you.
Yeah.
And then the next step after that is I'm learning to love you. And then I like you. I love you. And it took me a few weeks and I got there. And in doing that and in realizing that I was having like a lot of self-doubt and all of that stuff, all of the roots of anxiety are that.
Yeah.
Self-doubt, doubt of the future, no self-love. All of those, and that's all depression too.
Yeah.
So if you've got the two things, anxiety and depression, they've got all these roots that connect it down. So if you're going to pull on each of these roots in order to find where it's buried, in order to pull it out, you got to follow the trails. And it all is. It's fear of the future. It's fear of the past. It's living in the past.
Definitely.
It's living in the future. So it's a kind of like a tangled web. And if you just all you got to do is change a thought. It's the easiest thing.
Yeah.
Just change one thing.
But it's so hard. But
It
it's
is.
also so hard.
It's the hardest and the easiest thing. The most freeing experience I ever had was realizing in order to have control, you let go of control. Which is like such a mind fuck, because if you don't feel like you have to control everything, you can control everything.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not saying like I need it to be what I need it to be.
And
I say, it can be what it's going to be. And I'm okay with any outcome.
I'm horrible at that
and
still.
I still struggle with it.
I have a hard time.
There are certain things that I can manifest like that are the simplest things in the world. When I wanted to get Jack, I wanted a talkative cat. I wanted a snuggly cat because my cat that my parents took with them to North Carolina was kind of a dick. Like he would only snuggle with me if I didn't feel good, which was totally sweet.
Which was nice, but how often do you not feel good?
Right. Like 90% of the time I'd be like, come here, Finny. And he'd be like, yeah, fuck you, bye. And he'd like run off. So I wanted a talkative cat. He meows all the time. Sometimes he just kind of opens his mouth and goes, ah. And I'm like, are you okay? Sometimes he sounds like a monkey. Talkative cat, snuggle bug. I want him to have a lot of energy. I want him to be sweet. I want him to be smart. This cat plays fetch. He took my hair ties the other day.
Oh, he's got the extra thumb. He's got the extra thumb.
Right. So he took the hair ties. One of them was missing. I took the other one away from him and I said, where is this other one? And went over and pointed out where it was.
Wow.
He knew where
he's smart.
He's smart. So everything I wanted in the cat manifested like that. If I say I want to make $1,000 this week, cricket, where's the money?
I know.
Because I have a lot of concern and doubt.
100%.
And fear when it comes to money. I think a lot of people have a
Yeah.
lot of fear when it comes to money that, you know, you're not going to have enough or that it's not going to be good enough. And that
Right.
was a lot of my issue since I moved out,
Right.
which is why it led up to what happened this week.
Mm-hmm.
But I just said, I'm not, this can't be my concern. I can't be concerned about it anymore.
Right.
When you concern yourself with something, it only brings more concern. When you think about how anxious you are about something, it brings more anxiety. The more you talk about how depressed you are, the more depression you will get. The more you perpetuate an idea, the more it comes back to you. We're like magnets. It's just vibrational frequencies that we are sending out into the universe. We're getting them back. So if you do have anxiety and you kind of find yourself in a space where you're like, I'm ready to do something else, easiest place to start with is you kind of make a list of how often are you saying it to yourself? How often are you telling other people that you're anxious? And how often are you like basically describing your anxiety? Because I was finding that I would be like, oh, to myself, like, I'm so anxious right now. Like,
Yeah.
I can't, like, I feel so much anxiety. Like, I can't do anything. I need to go to the grocery store, but I have so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Every time I say that, it's all I'm getting back because I'm just saying, I'm anxious.
Right. Your mind is a powerful thing.
So powerful. And I wish that more people would it's a hard thing to believe because what you basically have to do is accept that everything that has happened to you so far in your life, you have created.
Mm-hmm.
And people can't accept that. And it was the hardest thing. I mean, people for years were telling me this. You're creating your own reality. Okay, asshole.
Okay.
Like I would create this. But once you realize you've created it, guess what? You get to create something else. You can change it. You can make it something else. So it was just like a whole, you know, you make a list. A lot of it's just being aware. And, you know, instead of saying I'm anxious, even if you don't believe it, my affirmations were I am calm, I am safe, I am relaxed. And like I've said it during panic attacks while I'm crying hysterically. Like, and I don't believe it.
Yeah, I know.
But you live by fake it till you make it.
Right.
So you just say it and you say it and you say it and you say it. And you might be crying and you might be shaking, you might be super anxious. But after about 10 minutes of saying it, you do start to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you don't believe it yet, your body starts to relax. And so if you kind of just like get into the habit of saying these like affirmations, you do see a change. I mean, the book's got about 10 different exercises to do. And they're all different, you know, kind of vehicles in which you kind of rewire your brain.
They're helpful.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
quick.
thanks.
They're easy.
They
They're
are.
helpful. You don't need to buy things for
No,
them.
you
These
don't.
are all within your own brain things
Yeah.
that you could do for yourself.
I like lists. So it's making a lot of lists.
I love lists.
When you write
Love
things,
them.
yeah.
When you cross things off. Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic. But when you write something down, you can see it.
Right.
It makes it real.
Mm-hmm.
When you have it up in your head, it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, it's there. But like
Right.
if you write it down, it makes it real and it makes you really look at it. I mean, literally, like you have to like
You have to
physically look
literally
at it.
yeah.
Like you have to use your eyes and you have to look at it. But it
Yeah.
does bring like a
But
reality
it's a visual
to
thing
it.
too.
It is.
All of us are visual learners, unless you're
Absolutely.
blind, in which case,
You're a Braille learner and you can
and
still
that's
write.
fine.
They can write.
All the props
In
to you if
Braille.
you're blind, because I can't even imagine.
No.
But like visually, we are all visual learners.
Yeah.
We are all visual human beings.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think that's great. I enjoyed reading your book.
Thank you.
It's available on Amazon, like
It
she
is.
said.
Yes.
I suggest it if you are feeling stressed, if you're anxious,
Yeah.
if you're feeling a little down.
Yeah.
It's a great read.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
No problem. Well, yeah. So, but also throughout your journey, you turned into like a coach for that.
Oh, I did. That's
yourself.
right.
And then you were going to like, what were they? Salt
caves.
caves. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went to one before. They are so cool.
Love the salt caves.
Love the salt caves. I wish
It's
they
most
weren't.
relaxing.
I wish they weren't so strict inside of them. Like
How
there
do
were
you
other
mean?
people. There were other people in when I went in one,
see,
and they're
I
like, you have
got-
to be quiet.
Oh no, I
Don't
got
play with the rocks
ins-
on the ground.
No,
you
no.
have to wear your socks.
You gotta go with me. I got the inside scoop with the place. She lets me do my own.
Do they
my own
have rocks
sessions.
on the ground where you go?
It's salt. Yeah, it's salt rocks.
I mean, rocks.
they're actual rocks. There's dirt
They're
in there.
boulders.
Where are you going? Because it wasn't a salt cave. Who invited you?
No, this one was in Darien, I think. I
There's
don't know.
one in Ridgefield.
Maybe that's the one. It was like you're going into an actual cave.
And it's tiny.
Yes, it's tiny.
Yes,
so
I went
if
to
you're
that one
claustrophobic,
first. It was
it's not for you.
awful. The guy next to me snored the entire hour
See,
because he slept,
no.
and we complained, and she gave us a private session.
Well, that's nice.
But then the chick, there's one in Newtown, and the woman in Newtown, she had actually come and seen us play a few times, so she somehow like just knew us,
cool.
and so she was super chill. And I told her about what happened, and she was like, "Oh, you can just let me know ahead of time if there's nobody scheduled for that hour. I'll let you do it by yourself."
That's
So
great.
she lets me do private sessions whenever I want. I mean,
that's what I want.
While, but
yeah.
I mean, we could totally go.
I did enjoy the benefits of the salt cave. You do feel
there's
like
so many different
better
benefits.
breathing
I
afterwards.
mean, it's not only it helps anxiety, but it helps a lot of people like that have asthma or anybody that has like a breathing problem. It's really good because the salt air. She said it's the equivalent of 1 hour in the salt cave, or 45 minutes. 45 minutes in the salt cave is the equivalent of spending 3 hours at the beach.
That's amazing.
With the salt
I mean,
air.
nothing is equivalent to spending time at the beach.
But the air quality.
But the air quality,
because the air quality of the beach is so pure because the salt water is right there and it's blowing onto you all the time. So it's like super duper good for you.
That's cool.
It's fantastic.
Did you do some of your sessions in the salt?
We did.
You did.
We did.
Okay.
We did. Two classes, 1 or 2 classes in the salt cave, which were really fun, and they really enjoyed it because she dimmed the lights like how you usually do when you're in there, and she turned on the salt air, which was weird to be standing in there and talking because like. So like when you go into a salt cave, they blow a fan that blows the salt air that circulates the room.
Yeah.
And like when you're just sitting in there, and you don't realize that salt air is circulating around you. But when you're standing up and you're talking and salt air is blowing directly into your mouth, you're like tasting it, which is good for my sodium issue. So I said to her, I'm like, yeah, blast it up, man, because I'll just like lick the air. But my lips were so damn chapped at the end of that 45 minutes.
You came out with like a salt ring on your lip.
It just fell off. My lips fell off. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was very relaxing. So we did a couple of classes, but then the pandemic hit. We were going to do another class in December. And then again in January, she wanted to set up like a monthly thing. And then everything shut down. So that got put on hold. And so it was too hard to try to do online classes. So
it really is. It's hard to connect, especially when you're sitting in your own room or if you have kids in the background or you just need to be in the moment for
there was too much
things.
going on. I mean, we were all, my whole house, we were packing up the whole house. We were moving. There was too much stress. So I was like, you know what? I put it all on the back burner. Once everything gets better, maybe we'll go, I'll get back into it. I kind of like lost my following because I kind of gave up on it because I wanted to focus on music on Main Apparel. So I just kind of put it aside because I need to follow where my joy is. And right now the joy is there. I love helping people, and I love helping people, realize that they don't have to live in this kind of like brain chamber that we kind of lock ourselves into. And in one of the Salt Cave classes, at the end of the class, I always ask if anybody has any questions or if they want to talk to me or anything like that. And one of the women said, I have a question. And I said, okay, what? And she said, will you fit in my pocket? And I said, excuse me? And she's like, I want to take you everywhere with me. And I was like, oh, like that to me, like that means everything.
Listen, I'll make it happen for the right price.
Right.
I'm just saying.
We will build a pocket.
We will build a pocket.
I will get in a stroller. I will probably fit.
A sidecar.
You can push me around anywhere. But that to me, like that means everything, to know that like I made like enough of an impact in that person's life that she like wanted me to come
Must
around
have felt
with
really
her.
good.
It does. It feels really great. And I love that feeling. The first class I taught had a shit ton of people in it, but I was like, okay, any questions at the end? And everybody was like, cricket, cricket. I'm like, did everybody just die? Like,
no.
And so like nobody said anything to me. I'm like, oh my God, was that awful? Like it was my first class. Was it so bad? And the girls next door came over and they were like, how was it? How was the store? Because after you teach a class at the place that I was at, you're allowed to go next door to the shop and you get a percentage off of your shopping.
That's nice.
So everybody's invited over. And so the girls came over to me and they were like, how was it? And I was like,
I have no idea.
I have no fucking clue. I'm like, they
were
just stared at me.
Maybe
I think
they
it
were
was
just in their own
I
minds.
think it was like the 20 steps took for them to get to the store. They had to like have a moment. because they said that everybody came in and was like, that was amazing. That was so good. That was fantastic.
That's great.
I think that people that come for like anxiety classes
Mhm.
tend to be like a little gun shy when you're like, hey, you got a question? They're like, don't look at me, please, ever in my life.
I'm
Don't-
anxious right now.
Yeah.
I promise you.
I'm going to go live in the woods. Don't talk to me. So it just, I like to get the feedback, and I
Yeah.
do love helping people. It does bring me a lot of joy, and I love it.
Well, maybe when
But
things
it-
open up
yeah.
again, you can focus back on that
We'll
because
see what happens.
a lot of
You
things
know-
got shut down. And
Yeah.
also, like, it's the worst time for things like that to disappear because this is a time where everything is
It's
heightened.
so
Like,
bad.
everyone's losing their
It-
jobs.
Right. If there was
They
ever
don't
a
know if they're
time-
going back to their jobs. People are sick. People are dying. Like, this would be a prime time
Right.
for that type of exercise.
if
And
there was ever a time.
maybe you could just offer it online again. Maybe people will be more open now
I tried
that
to do online.
we're so sheltered.
I tried to do offer online, and I got crickets. So
Just keep it open, even if it's for one person. Whatever.
Not even one person. I was just like, I think when everything first started happening, everybody was so shell shocked that it was like,
Oh yeah.
fuck you, I don't want to take a class.
Also, I was one of those people that was like, I am thoroughly enjoying being home all
Yes.
the time because I have been dragging my body around to various places that I don't want to be at for
Yes.
like years of my life. And to just be able to sit at home,
Yeah.
like the first couple of weeks, I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah,
I
that's
get to
what
work
my
from home.
My mom was
I
like,
get to be around my daughter all the time. I get to be
Yes.
around my husband all the time. Like I never get to see you guys. This is so cool.
yeah.
Like 3 months in, I'm like, oh, okay, this is still cool.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying this. Also, I got a stimulus check, so that's even more
Yeah.
amazing. And then like 6 months in, I'm like, it's still cool, but I'd like to go out. We finally went on a date night. Like, also, like I had a baby right before the pandemic
Yep.
too, so like she's pretty much a COVID baby. She doesn't get to go
Right.
out very much, and like. Right when the pandemic happened, I was like, I'm ready to go out in the world again. I'm like
Yeah.
healed from my C-section. Like, I'm ready to party. Let's go. Never mind.
Just
Never
kidding.
mind. You don't get to live your life.
No, sit down. Sit back down.
Sit down.
Who do you think you are?
I could have used one of your classes. I
You
could
could
have.
have. You should have. You should have. Well, they were done. I'll private
was
lesson.
done.
Private lesson.
Private lesson.
Right now. I just
Maybe
Close
one
your eyes and breathe.
podcast.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
have one of those.
we could. We could do it. I do tapping. We do meditation. It's really great.
That's
It's a lot of new agey stuff. If you're into that kind of thing.
I'm into anything these days.
Anything that'll help.
Anything that'll help.
I like to live by you should try everything at least once kind of thing.
For sure.
At this point.
Certain things.
Yeah, like skydiving. I don't think I'd be allowed to do it. But
I
like
don't know. My husband really wants to do it, and I'm like, sure, but
don't
I'm also like terrified for him to do it. I couldn't do it. I have
Yeah.
too much. I personally have too much anxiety.
I have too much to do. I thought you were going to say.
I also have too much to
There's
do.
way
I can't even leave my daughter home
I
with
have to
anybody because of
clean.
COVID. Like
Yeah.
I can't leave her with anyone to be babysat because I've just been around her all the time. So
Yep.
now I need to wean myself off of my daughter.
Yep.
So it's going to be an experience. Actually, my husband doesn't know this.
Oh.
And maybe I won't have him edit this part of the video,
Okay,
but
cool.
I'm actually going to take him out for his birthday in a couple weeks. So,
Oh my gosh, how
and
fun.
then she's going to be left with a babysitter,
I
which
thought
is
you were
my
gonna say
brother.
alone.
I'm just going to leave her in the
We're gonna
house.
throw some pops on the floor.
We're just going to throw
The
some.
cat will take care
She
of it.
loves pirate booty, so like let's
Okay.
just throw some of that.
Yeah.
Her and the cat can fight over it.
Perfect. Maybe get like one of those gerbil water bottle
Gerbil
things.
water.
Yeah. so she
Oh my
can-
God, my sister-in-law gave me one of those fake boxes and put a real present in it for Christmas last year.
Yeah.
She's like, just keep her entertained. I was like, you're crazy. But yeah, so I'm actually going to go out with him alone in a couple weeks, and I'm going to have anxiety the whole time because she'll be with somebody else.
Yeah, but
it'll be
it's not
good.
like it's just like a stranger off
I know
the
it's
street.
my brother, but
He has a kid. He knows how to take care of them.
I know. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
We need time by
You
ourselves.
you should. I think it's very important.
Yes, I think we've been on 1, 2, since she's been born, which is a little over a year and a half ago. We've been on 3 date nights together. So
Oh Jesus,
we need.
that's not good
time.
for you.
Yeah, no, we just need some time to get away. And
Yeah. Do it. I encourage
just
it.
feel normal for a
Especially
little
since
while.
COVID's going away.
I know, and I'm vaccinated.
And you're vaccinated?
And
Like-
he's going to go next month, hopefully, if he decides that he still wants to get it, because people feel weird about getting it. But I mean, I feel like I've just put so much into my body over the years. I've had my party years. God knows what
Yeah.
I've eaten from random places in New York City. Like,
Well, what about McDonald's?
I feel like that's what I'm saying.
What
I
the
feel
fuck
like
is
I've
in a McDonald's
eaten,
chicken nugget that we ate for 14 years of
right.
our lives?
We've all eaten worse things that are in the vaccine right now, but nothing that we've eaten maybe will change our DNA or structure or
sorry, excuse
anything.
me.
But
This is a simple. I don't think people understand the difference between DNA structure and cellular
I
structure.
know.
Because you can't change your
I
DNA
know.
structure. You can change your
I know.
cellular structure. I mean, that's what
I
happens with
know.
cancer. Your cells change.
People are believing the weirdest
Did you
things
hear
now.
that now the vaccine turns you into a zombie? Did you hear that one?
No,
That's
I
my
didn't.
new favorite one. So I don't.
I believe there will be some sort of zombie apocalypse.
Oh, yeah?
And it has come. Certain animals like deers or something like that, they were getting it in like the middle of America. They were like zombie like. There was some virus that they attained, and like they're turning into like zombies or some shit.
Wait,
like that.
but,
I don't
like,
know.
undead deer, like they would die.
I
and
don't
come back?
know. I think they were just like more rabid than anything.
Okay, then
but
that's
like
not zombie.
I
From
don't
what I understand, a
know.
zombie.
You just like
You
never
die and you
know.
come
Like,
back.
I expect anything to happen. In
Okay,
life.
I mean,
expect
YOLO.
anything.
I don't think it'll happen in our day.
I have so much anxiety that I mentally prepare for things that aren't even ever going to happen, probably
No.
in my lifetime.
No, I
but
don't
like
think zombies.
in my
we won't
mind,
see
I'm like
them.
constantly prepared for the worst. So I'm never
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this happened. Like, yeah, you knew it was going to happen. You
Yeah.
had dreams about this 4 years ago. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't think. Although when I do have nightmares, it's zombies. Zombies or aliens.
in
One of the two.
in my bad dreams, my frustrating, stressful dreams, I'm fighting someone and I'm
You
hitting
can't
them,
punch them?
and I can't punch them. And if I
I
do
hate that.
finally punch them, they laugh at me because it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
And
because
it is even more stressful and frustrating.
you go to punch
Ah,
really hard and you're just kind of like.
and it doesn't work.
No,
I can't hurt
I think
anyone.
that's like
I can't
I
kill
think
anyone.
that's like everybody has that kind of thing where you like try to punch
so
somebody and you're like,
annoying.
but you're like,
Ugh.
yeah, that's a thing. That's
so annoying.
Those dreams have happened to me also. They are awful.
So yeah. Well, actually, with the pandemic, I haven't had so many bad dreams.
I've had very strange lucid dreams, very
Yeah.
weird dreams.
I mean, I am someone that has lucid dreams all the time.
Me too.
Like all the time, and it's always in the morning time when
Yep.
you wake up a little.
Yep.
Like I can control a lot of stuff in my dreams, but
Mhm.
like the pandemic ones haven't been so bad. And I
Mine
don't
have been
know
so
why.
bizarre. Like things that like you wake up and you're like, was I on crack last night? Like what what even was that? And then like I try
Might
to
have
like
been.
remember it, and then like I'll be like, I had a dream that
Oh my god.
I saw that. But I had like a couple of dreams where my mom was just like really mean to me, and like you
Oh,
know my
really?
mom, like my mom is like
He's the
the
sweetest woman.
nicest human being on the planet. And like in my dreams, like there was a couple where like there was a few where we were on vacation. There was one in particular that we were all getting snacks and she kept eating mine. And I kept saying like, Mom, like you're eating my snacks. She's like, no, we're sharing them all.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, no, that's fine. Like we can share the snacks, but like you're specifically eating the snacks that I'm holding. And she's like, we said we were sharing them. Get over it.
Oh my god.
And like she took
I
all of
can't ever imagine her doing that.
ever, and I told her,
No.
and she's like, I'm so sorry.
She
Like,
apologized and
like,
she wasn't even.
genuinely did that because that's who my mom is. She was like, I'm so sorry that I did that. I'm like, Mom, you did
Like,
you didn't.
You literally don't need to apologize right now. You did nothing. I did this to myself.
But like it was really fucking weird. And so like a lot of my dreams have just been like I wake up and I'm like, do I tell somebody about these dreams or should I like should I be embarrassed?
No.
I don't know.
No, everyone has
It's
weird
very
dreams.
weird. And it's only gotten worse as the pandemic has continued.
Well,
So hopefully, being able to leave the state, I will stop having these
maybe,
crackhead
or maybe
dreams.
after you get vaccinated, maybe there'll be something in it.
A tracking device
Extremely.
apparently. And then I'll just
I'm just thankful that my husband used to be a massage therapist. That's what I'm thankful for, because
that should have been your gratitude.
You know, that's my daily gratitude. I actually don't get massages enough for it to be my daily gratitude, but like when I do get them, it's really nice.
That's good.
And I appreciate that. But
yeah.
I've actually been seeing these videos on TikTok.
Okay.
These chiropractors. This is
Ew,
like the
is this
new
people
thing.
cracking?
The cracking
That makes me
ones.
wanna vomit.
But the thing is, when they're cracking, like, okay, you ready? Just lay all your weight on me. Just lay your whole weight. Okay, you ready? And then afterwards, the faces that they make, like, oh yeah. Did you like that? It's almost like they're a sex worker to me. It's just like they get so much satisfaction out of doing this to other people. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Ew.
And then the people are all like, oh my god. Like, it's just,
I don't understand that.
maybe I have to have it done to understand it, but I'm also terrified to have it done because, like, I don't know. What if they crack something and I'm fucked up?
I had a physical therapist once that told me the worst thing you could ever do was go to a chiropractor. Like, I was like, what? Because I had my back issues, and I was like, should I go see a chiropractor? And they were like, the worst thing you could do is do that. And I was like, oh. So I never went. Plus, it grosses me out and scares me, so I wouldn't.
I had a really nice chiropractor that I went to for a couple of years because I was having some back issues. I had a random pain that wrapped around for like months, and I had to get it fixed, and it was absolutely horrible. I was actually out of work because of it, because I couldn't sit up straight.
Yeah.
And I just kept going to one of those because I'm like, well, that's their specialty. That's who I'm supposed to go to. And he was super, super nice. And my back did get better, but like all he did was just put little pulsey things on and then just crack my back once or twice.
Electro stim.
But it worked.
Yeah.
Also, the front desk lady, I'll never forget her.
Oh. In a good way?
In a great way, but also an amusing way. Hi, how are you? Oh my God, thank you. Like, she loved her job, or she faked it really well.
She just, in general.
I hope so, because she was so nice. So
that's good.
Loved them. Had a good experience, but I don't know if I would do this whole cracking thing.
I won't.
It's intense.
No.
Maybe just not my neck. Maybe other parts of my body I'm okay with. Like, sure, I'll crack my back. I like when my back cracks. You want to crack my feet? Go ahead.
No,
you could try. But
where do they crack?
I don't know. I think it's just the neck thing.
Fold your feet in half? Like, how do they crack?
They like use these bands and they like yank your feet. No, like, I don't know. I feel weird about it.
I sprained my ankle last summer. I can't think about that. No, I don't. No, I
sprained my ankle when I used to skate, and it never goes away. So you'll have ankle pain the rest of your life. A lot of people say you're better off breaking your ankle over spraining it.
I wish I just snapped it in half, but I didn't.
Whenever it's like weird weather, or if you walk too much.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yep.
It's horrible.
Just the rest of my life.
Hey, speaking of weird people, let's look at that video. I don't know if I can show it.
I have so many questions.
I don't know if I can show it, but
I think you probably can.
Nobody watches this show. Boom.
But like, okay, wait. First of all, this dude is like actually at the gym. Like, who else is around?
For just you Spotify listeners, we are watching a video of a very fit man throw himself on the ground.
And like repeatedly throw himself on the ground.
And then like walk on his hands, jump up with his arms and legs out, flop back down, land on his elbows and feet, and
like spider
he is making
crawl.
This happen.
And the other thing I want to know is what's up with the like like I want to put it to some kind of music.
Oh yeah, there has to be music
like,
with it.
So like fall from a whole standing up position, thrust yourself in the air, and land on your elbows, and the wrist thing kills me. Because
he's just so strong. He's just trying to show us every way he is strong. I'm talking about my wrist. I'm talking about my wrist. I'm talking about my hands, on my elbows, on my feet. And like, good for you. I'm all for this.
I want to show this to a fitness person and be like, what does this do as a workout? What is this? Is this a glute workout? Is it a full body workout? What's the wrist part? Is it do you do a wrist workout? I could have used that today when I was wringing out all my towels.
You can show it to a personal trainer and be like, "This is my end goal. How do I get here?
Should I show my physical therapist?
What training can you give me to achieve
what
this?
do I do? I'm gonna show him and ask him, what is this? What would this be for?
Can you do this? You're my physical therapist.
He's gonna say, don't ever do that in your life. You will die. Because I don't. There's so
much going on.
It could play for hours, and I would never not have a question about it. Like the like little like the running back and forth on your feet and on your
on your toes and your elbows.
It's kind of like
running.
a plank. You're also planking, but then you're also smashing your forearms into the ground
and your wrists
and your fists.
Oh my God!
It doesn't seem like it's good for your body.
It definitely doesn't seem like it's good for your joints, but kudos to him, man. He can do it.
I mean, yeah. I think that if I saw him at the, what would you say to him if you saw him at the gym?
What if you were just like, doing your cardio, and all of a sudden you look over and you see a man fall, and you think he's falling, but he's not.
You're like, oh shit. Oh my God. So you run over to him, and then you proceed to watch him through this, and then he stands up, and what do you say to him?
And he's not the one that needs help, it's you. You're the one that needs help.
What do you say?
Mentally, from watching that.
What do you say to him? That was really good.
That was really good.
Would you show me that again?
Can you slow it down?
What kind of workout was that? What was that for?
Can you train me?
Was that calisthenics? I've never seen it in real life. Is that what that is? Because I don't really know when I say calisthenics. Is that what that is?
I don't know your terminology. I don't.
What is it? I just want to know. Is it ab workout? Maybe it's all abs.
I think it's a total body.
It's
workout.
total body. It's total body cardio and strength training.
Strength, absolutely.
Because you're like
wrist
using your
strength
own
training,
wrist strength training, fist strength
multiple
training, elbow and forearm.
You know what?
Tippy toes.
It probably will help you lose weight a lot faster than all these other ones. And how long did it take him? 10 seconds?
I want to see somebody else fall from a standing up position and see if they can catch themselves without breaking their arms.
I couldn't. That takes a lot.
That was a gym floor. It wasn't like he was like on like a squishy mat, like at like a gymnastics.
I don't know how he's doing that.
Mat.
No.
Like
I could never.
Maybe he's got like metal plate.
He didn't have I don't know. He didn't have any padding.
I know. That's why I want, like, are you bleeding under here? But you're making the video so you don't care. But, like, when you take off your shirt, it's blood everywhere and you're missing all your skin because you did this and
his arms are really all fucked up. We have no idea.
They're broken. They're all broken.
They might be.
I can't.
He went to the hospital after that.
There's just
multiple broken bones.
He was like, this is going to get viral.
So it doesn't matter.
And then he's in 2 casts like this and all his toes are broken. And the only thing that was good out of that were his abs because he was tightening his core the whole time.
I looked at the rest of his account. That's his life.
I didn't even look at the rest of his account.
His whole account is all about the gym
fitness?
And working. It's fitness. So good for you, man.
He knows what he's doing, obviously.
Good for you. I could never.
I would never. If that ever happens to me, if that ever happens to me, I'm hurt.
I'm dead.
If I fall from a standing position like that, you call 911.
My arms aren't going to catch me.
I might be dead.
I do not have upper body strength.
No.
Lower body, yes. Upper, none.
But like forearm strength.
Who has forearms?
How can your forearms hold the weight of you free falling from a standing position? How do they not crack? Or like, how did you not chip your elbow?
I don't know.
And the weird running back and forth on your tippy toes and your elbow things. I can't.
Not for me.
That's not the life I want to live.
No.
Good for him, but
this is the life I'm apparently choosing to live, a podcast life now. So we'll see how this goes.
I mean, but I like the Budio. I like it.
Also, the option was Hoodio for a home studio, but I think I like Budio better.
I like Budio because it's a little sassy.
It is, yeah.
And Hoodio reminds me of Hootie and the Blowfish.
Also, not something I really want. I can't, no. Like them and Nickelback.
I'll listen to Hootie. I won't kill myself over Hootie. Nickelback makes me want to stab like a stranger in the eye.
100%, yes.
That should never have been a band.
What's the ones after us? We're millennials. Gen Z is after us, right?
Yeah.
They never had to go through that.
No.
They never had to go through a lot of things.
No, they didn't.
They're just so get everything handed to you.
Yeah.
And like good for you. Like my daughter's got an iPad already. She's not even 2 and she knows how to work that thing. Like we had to wait until like 5th grade to get a computer.
I was gonna say
Not even like
there
a
was no
phone
iPads
or an
when we were in
iPad.
5th grade.
No, they just have so much at their fingertips.
Yeah, we didn't have the internet till I was 10.
It's crazy. And then I was like setting up stuff for this, and today I just found out about royalty-free music.
Yeah.
This is
Heck
like
yeah.
a whole new world. Like I feel like
a whole new world.
no references, no
Don't
direct
you
references.
dare close
no.
your eyes. No, that wasn't.
It
It was short enough. You
it was
can't
short
get
enough.
you can't
No.
get kicked for that. No.
We're not gonna get kicked off for that. I said it myself.
Yeah.
I didn't play it.
No.
Yeah, royalty free music.
It's
Are
my
there
jam.
like so I'm sitting here and I'm in this deep dive.
Yeah, you get lost.
I'm in this hole
Yeah.
of royalty free, and like some of these things I'm like, this is my jam. Like
Yeah.
I want to listen to this all the time. And then I'm thinking, are there artists that are only for royalty free? Do they only
Yeah.
sell their things? Like they're like, I don't want to be famous, but I also want people to listen to my music.
I know a guy that does it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is like a whole
He-
new world, a whole new like thought process.
Yeah.
I'm like, if like this is something you could do, you have anxiety, you don't want to
Yeah.
travel, submit some of your music.
Yeah, make royalty free music. All you gotta do is jam out. Yeah,
That's
a friend of
cool.
mine does. People come to him like commercials, and they'll be like, "Hey, we want a U2 song, but we can't afford U2. So can you make a song that sounds like U2 song?" And he goes,
Oh,
"Sure." And he
funny.
makes knockoffs basically.
Also another band I hate.
Yeah.
Just
Oh yeah.
for-
Fuck you too.
for your
No
reference.
offense. I mean, Bono's doing his thing, but
No,
remember
I
when
can't do.
remember when U2 snuck their whole album on all of our iPhones?
Who does that? Like who does
That
that?
was-
Who are you? Like
That was shitty. That was real shitty.
good thing,
Bono.
Good thing we could take it off because
I think that mine got stuck. I don't think I could delete mine. I mean, I've got a new phone since, but I don't think I could figure out how to delete it.
horrible music. But whatever.
Yeah,
royalty free music. That is
Heck yeah.
also my guilty pleasure show is the Kardashians.
Yes.
A little upset that it's going to be ending this year, but
They have to live their lives. It's been 26 years or something.
unfortunately, I'm not going to know what they're doing, so that sucks. But in any
You
case,
could stalk them.
now, and I'm like, do I love this music?
Mm.
Because this is like the transition music in all of their shows.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mhm.
this is where they
Yep.
got all their music from?
Yeah.
Is this also why I like it? Is it because of them, or do I really
Yeah.
just like this music?
Do you know how many times I've been watching TV and I've been like, I have that stock music on my computer. I have that stock music from work.
Oh
So
my
like
God.
we have a whole library of stock music at work because for my 9 to 5 I do video production, and we have like a whole bunch. And there are times where I see national commercials or even like a TV, like a reality show, and I'm like, I have that music on my computer.
How crazy.
Yeah, it's cheaper because all you got to do is a lot of the places are just a subscription, monthly subscription. You pay,
Yeah.
or like you buy like
the license.
Well, some
Or
of
you
the,
can buy the copyright.
some of the
That's what I
places
learned.
are. You can buy like coins kind of thing. So it's like $15.
Please don't tell me it's
75
Bitcoin because I don't understand
No, no, no.
Bitcoin.
It's for the website. It's like points for the website. So you like $14 gets you 75 points, and then you can one song is 20 points. So
Oh.
like you spend it that way. So like there's different ways that you can get this
Yeah,
royalty free music.
And it was confusing to me because one of the places I found, you pay like $15 a month, you
Mhm.
get it, and I'm like, okay, but what happens after I don't have it anymore? I can't use that music if I don't have the subscription anymore.
If you've downloaded it on your computer, it's yours.
Yeah, that's where I was like, I had to send him an email. I'm like, because I don't want to have to like deal with anything
Once
down the
it's
road.
on your own system, it's your music. That's it.
But then another site was like, here, pay us $50 and we'll give you the license to it. And I'm like, there's a little bit of a price difference in between those
a lot
two
of
sites.
price difference.
Or if you want, you could buy the copyrights. I'm like, well, first of all, we're not doing that. But
No, if you do our thing, we do a monthly subscription, and then like sometimes they do like free trial for 7 days.
oh yeah, I have a
And
30-day free trial right now.
We go on and we download 7,000 different tracks.
See, that's where I'm like,
And as long as some of them have watermarks in them, so sometimes like the music will be like,
Mhm.
and you'll hear Pond 5 music in the middle of
weird.
it. So as long as the watermark is taken out of the music, you can, if you have a free trial, you
these
can
were-
download as many as you want.
yeah, these were like full songs.
Yeah, no, you
that
can
I
do it.
loved.
Download them onto your computer. And
You're
then
gonna
they're
hear one
yours.
at the beginning of this podcast,
Heck yeah.
maybe at the end, maybe in the middle. You don't know.
Who knows? Maybe we'll just do one right now.
And I'm gonna listen to them on my own.
Yeah. Just with your headphones in. Go for a walk. Listen to some stock music.
So yeah, so it also made me think about the Kardashians, and I'm like, well, they've been doing it for years, and
Yeah.
so can
47
I.
years or something. They're
So
all
can
like
I.
240 years old.
I'm into that.
Mm.
I am a little upset the show's ending. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't watched it in years.
I don't know why I'm fascinated. Maybe because they all keep changing their faces. I don't know.
Yeah, probably because it's almost like a different person every season.
Maybe I just like looking at their beautiful homes.
I think the last season I like fully watched was when Kim lost her diamond earring in the water and Courtney was like, there are people dying, Kim.
And then Kendall found that shit,
Yeah.
but it was probably like big enough and shiny enough.
Yeah.
She's like, this is gonna be so easy to find. Don't worry.
She just like looked down. She's like, there it is. And
There
she
it
just, like,
is.
got it.
Found it.
I think that was like the last, and that was like 10 years ago.
Oh
So
my
I haven't like
God.
I've like sporadically watched episodes here and there, but I just kind of was like, do I want to keep putting this in my brain? Maybe I'll just binge it because I don't have
Maybe.
real cable anymore. So
Listen,
maybe I'll just go through and binge
it's not so
all
bad.
26 seasons or whatever
And
the
of course
hell
they
it
have
is.
drama too, and I'm like,
I
drawn
also
to
heard that
that.
they're like doing a spin-off show
oh,
on a different on an app.
well, that's cool too.
So your life
And
doesn't
their
have to
social
end.
media, they're all over the
Like
place.
on like
so.
a Paramount TV type thing,
That's
one of those
cool.
new things. So your life doesn't have to end. You can keep watching the
There we go.
Kardashians if you subscribe to whatever the app is. I
I'm
think I
into
heard
that.
that.
I'm into that.
Yeah, there you go.
Lately, I've been watching My Feet Are Killing Me. Why?
I
Before that,
Never
I
even
watched
heard
a
of it.
couple episodes of My 600-Pound Life. Why am
Oh.
I doing this to
oh
myself?
my god.
Why am I looking to these gross
I can't.
people and gross feet? Why am I doing this? Because
Makes
and
me
then
wanna
I'm like, I
vomit.
think it's because I want to see the outcome. Like I
Yeah.
want to see these people get better.
Yeah.
But also, why am I watching this?
My niece the other day. So I'm going down to visit her
Yeah.
in 2 weeks for her birthday. And this is the first time in 2 years that I'm going to be able to get down there for her birthday. Last year was the pandemic. 2 years ago, I had to work.
Yeah.
She's like beside herself, so excited.
That's nice.
So she was like, she calls me Moo Moo. Moo Moo, what are we going to do when you come down here? I said, I don't know, but all I want to do is eat Bojangles. She was like, what? I was like, I want to eat Bojangles every single day. And she was like, Moo Moo, if you and mommy do that, you're just going to end up becoming the 1,000-pound sisters.
Oh my God, she knows
And I'm
about
like,
them.
why do you know that show? Apparently, when they open their Hulu account, it just like pops up as a suggestion.
Oh my God.
she-
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
she said, my sister said, they were going to bed one night and they sleep in the guest room sometimes and pretend it's a hotel.
Oh my God.
So they were in their
Anything.
hotel.
Anything to get out of the
Right.
normal everyday life.
So they were in the hotel and they were putting on the TV before bed. And my sister said the only channel she knows in the guest room is TLC. So she like put it on and it was the 1,000-Pound Sisters. And my niece was like, she was like, oh, I'll change it. My niece was like, no, wait, I want to watch it.
No way.
Yeah. She's like, I want to see what happens. So
How
they
old
like,
is she like 10?
she's about to turn 9.
9.
And
Oh
so
my
she was
God.
like, I want to watch it. And so they
Oh.
watched like 10 minutes of it. My sister said they're very crude because they're like Southern women.
Yeah,
so there was
yeah.
like a lot of cursing, but she said, this is so terrible. I'm going to hell. She said that like, I guess they're so big that like they don't fit in a regular car.
No.
So they have a minivan where they pulled the front 2 seats out of, like not like the driver's seat, but like the
Yeah.
front row of back seats out of. And there's
Oh,
only
yeah.
like the back seats. And they like just like sit in the empty spot. With like no way to buckle in, so they just kind of like sit there and like roll around, and somebody slammed on the
God.
brakes, and she just kind of like rolled around, and she was
Oh
like,
my
"Oh God, damn it!" What else are you gonna do when you're 600 plus pounds and you're rolling around in a minivan? And
Oh
Aubrey,
my God.
my niece was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Well, at
So,
least she knows, She's like, you know what,
I don't
yeah,
need
not
this in
really.
my brain. So
that actually I just flashed back when you were saying that because my mom used to have a minivan and we did take out that middle seat at one point and we used to sit there and roll around when the car.
but you weren't a 1,000-pound sister.
No, so I would really roll around pretty
Just-
quick
yeah,
everywhere.
I
Oh
imagine.
my God. Flashbacks.
how hilarious.
Talking about the 1,000-pound sisters.
weird connections.
Yo, one of them's got a boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
He was on the show. I
I've
saw a
never seen the
commercial.
show.
Maybe I saw a snippet of it on like Instagram or something, but he was just like, yeah, I love big women. And I'm like,
Some
I
people
don't know
are
how it
into
works though. Like I don't know how physically
It's none of your
all of
business.
that. It's none of my business. And
Don't
you know
even
what?
think about it.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Don't even think about it.
don't
It's
really
not your
wanna know.
business.
So, in addition to your book and everything else, you
Mhm.
have a really great product line out.
Oh, do I? I don't know if anybody can see our shirt. Yes, I do. It's called Music on Main Apparel. And I wanted to combine my love of music with theme parks.
Theme park.
So, yeah, we just really focus on theme parks and characters and rides and snacks and all those sorts of things.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun. So, we have what I call the original collection, which is songs mashed up with, like I said, characters. This one is a orange character with a tail like a tiger. I don't know who he is, but it's pretty clever, I'd say.
Very clever.
And then we are coming out with a new collection that is called the Tour Collection, which I'm excited about.
I'm really
It's so cool. As I toot my own horn. But it's going to basically be like tour shirts, like when you go see a concert and then like you get the shirt that's got like all the tour stops on the back. And it's related to movies and theme park things. So,
That's cool.
yeah, I'm super stoked about that. And we just did a contest and I got a huge response from the contest. We gave away this shirt, actually. The girl picked this shirt.
She did?
She did.
It's a good one.
Oh, I dropped my phone. Yeah, it is a good one. She took a while to decide. She was very overwhelmed, she said. She's like, I don't know which one. I want this one, but I want this
all
one.
of them.
Yeah, I'm not going to give all of them out for free, but she did pick the jump around. And yeah, we've just been kind of tooting along as best we can. Say we. It's me and the mouse in my pocket. It's just me. I don't know why I say we.
A lot easier to say we.
My sister asked me the other day, she's like, why do you keep saying we when you're on like live and stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. I think it's just like a nervous habit to be like, we. And she's like, who's we?
I don't want to take full responsibility in case you don't like this.
If you don't like it, it was not me. It was the other person that works for me. It's just me. And I make them all by hand.
It's really
print
cool.
them all.
I like watching those videos on Instagram.
A lot of people seem to enjoy it. I think somebody told me it was very soothing
It is.
or satisfying. It was very satisfying to watch
Ink
and then just draw it down
pull it
and then
down.
peel it off and there it is. So yeah, we again, I don't know. Me and my cat.
And you have stickers too, right?
I do. I have stickers, which are of the designs.
Mm-hmm.
I keep asking people what else they want. Nobody answers
How
me.
rude.
So rude. I would like people to be more interactive with me, but whatever it is. So yeah, we why do I do it? It's like this weird compulsion.
So
I am. Yeah, so the tour collection is going to come out hopefully in the next couple of days, fingers crossed,
right.
if I get things
And
going.
just in case anybody has, insight onto a new stencil company she can use,
Throw
just
it my
throwing
way.
that out there because this
Throw it my
one
way.
isn't so cool.
I've been having a lot of trouble with the stencils, and it's very discouraging. Like, I just want to be like, I'm not doing this anymore,
Right.
which is sad because I really enjoy doing it.
You might have to do that screen printing technique we watched that night at your
That's
house.
what I'm talking about.
Oh, that guy.
No, it's
Oh.
not that guy,
Oh,
but
oh.
that's that technique is the technique that does not last long. It's only good if you're making
Oh,
a whole
I
bunch all at
see.
once. And we do like made to order. So
I see.
we don't do a whole bunch at once.
That makes sense. Okay.
Keep inventory low. So I'm kind of boxed into a corner unless I find a company that's affordable
Yeah.
and can do it for me. But I have all of this ink and stuff, so like I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, I don't blame
And I
you.
enjoy making them.
Yeah.
So
You're going to have to start making it by hand. You're going to have to perfect all of that writing and drawing.
I'm just gonna have to hand draw them. They'll all come out really, really nice.
But
They'll be beautiful.
No two shirts will be the same. So
No two shirts are the same now.
technically,
And I'm using a
a
stencil.
custom shirt. Then
I mean, yes, you're right. I mean, sometimes I like print them and I'm like, I just want to go like this to it, but it's like too late. It's on
Too
the
late.
shirt. So you just hope that people are just like, this is how my head is. And that's it.
and that's it.
and
At least you'll have
they
a
won't
realistic
notice.
paw print in case anybody needs a paw
That's
print.
gonna end up being like, you know, people put like their logo on the back of like the shirt. Like it's just gonna be the cat's print. He's just gonna
Cat's
step
gonna
on
have permanent
everyone.
black
Oh,
paws.
the poor boy.
So I know you were saying that your business, you kept saying we, but this podcast, I will say we, because even though I am the face behind it, my husband's going to be doing all the editing. So
Bless his soul.
props to him for having to sift through all these great conversations, but I appreciate him every day, even though I probably don't tell him enough. I'm not sick of you yet, even though I see you every day for the last year.
That's good. That's a positive because a lot of people are just like, I'm sick of you and we're done.
I know.
A lot of
I bet
COVID
you a lot
ruined
of
relationships.
divorces are coming out of this.
A lot of ruined relationships, a lot of breakups.
Jeez. And like the courts are down, so like how do you even get divorced?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna move to? Like, so I think that's it for now. Thank you so much.
Felt the groove. I had to do it.
Heads turned up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it. It was a great conversation.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested, again, musiconmainapparel.com, Instagram, and Facebook if you want to check out her designs. Also, her book on Amazon.
Yep.
What was the name of your book again?
Hot Mess's Guide to Getting Your Anxiety and Depression in Check by Molly Bryce.
In check.
In check. You got to type in the whole thing. Amazon won't fill it in for you.
That's it.
There's not enough sales.
Thanks again for coming on.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in this week. Check back next week for our second episode. Thank you so much for listening. You're the best. Ooh, that's a good one for this.